Have you ever noticed how some people go all out for their birthday? Big parties, fancy dinners, balloons, candles, and 100 selfies flooding your feed. And then there are others, no plans, no cake, not even a happy birthday story. Just another day, another 24 hours. But here's the thing, why? Why do some people treat their birthday like a holiday, and others act like it doesn't even exist? Let's be real, sometimes it's not about maturity or being too busy. Sometimes it's about pain. See, not everyone grows up feeling celebrated. Maybe when they were younger, nobody remembered their birthday. No messages, no party, no one showed up. So they stopped expecting anything. Because when you keep getting disappointed, your brain starts protecting you. Psychologists actually have a name for it: learned helplessness. It's what happens when life teaches you, don't hope for too much, it hurts. So eventually the day that was supposed to feel special doesn't. Not because they don't care, but because caring started to hurt too much. So they move on. They act like it's just a normal day. But deep down, a small part of them still wishes someone would remember. There's another kind of person, the one who doesn't forget their birthday but barely notices it. Not because they don't care, but because life moves too fast. The deadlines, the bills, the constant notifications, it all becomes one endless loop of what's next. They wake up, get lost in the rush, and before they even look up, the day that was supposed to be theirs is already halfway gone. It's not neglect. It's just modern life. Neuroscientists call it time blindness, a mental fog created by constant overload, where even special days blend into the background. When your brain is stuck in survival mode, you stop feeling the difference between ordinary and special. And then there's the third type, the quiet ones. They know it's their birthday, but they don't feel the urge to post, party, or make noise about it. They don't need candles or applause to feel special. They've reached a stage that Carl Jung described as individuation, the moment you stop chasing validation from the world and start finding peace within yourself. These people have realized that happiness doesn't always have to be loud. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's silence. They've learned to celebrate differently, not with balloons but with gratitude. Not in public but in private. As Mel Robbins once said, no one is coming to push you. It's on you. That idea runs deep here because maybe some people don't celebrate their birthday out loud, not because they're cold or careless, but because they've learned to celebrate the quiet progress no one else sees, the healed scars, the lessons learned, the small victories that don't make it to social media. Science even supports this shift. A 2019 study in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who find joy through internal sources, self-growth, gratitude, mindfulness, report higher life satisfaction than those who rely on external validation like praise or gifts. So when someone says, it's just another day, it doesn't always come from sadness. Sometimes it comes from emotional evolution. They've outgrown the need for others to define what's worth celebrating. Because the truth is, not everyone needs cake and candles to feel alive. Some people wake up, look in the mirror, and think, I made it this far. And that quiet moment, that deep breath of self-acknowledgement becomes the most meaningful celebration of all. This mindset connects to what psychologists call self-determination theory, the science-backed idea that real happiness doesn't come from attention or approval, but from three simple things: autonomy, mastery, and inner satisfaction. In other words, the more control you have over your life and the more peace you find within yourself, the less you need the world to clap for you. For these people, that's what maturity looks like, realizing, I don't need candles and cake to feel worthy. I already know my value. They don't wait for others to celebrate them because they've learned to celebrate themselves, quietly every single day. And here's the fascinating part. This mindset doesn't just show up on birthdays, it shapes how they live. They don't chase the spotlight. They don't measure their worth through likes, praise, or attention. They move through life with a calm kind of confidence, the kind that doesn't need to prove anything. Does that mean they never feel lonely? Of course not. They're human. But they've trained their mind to find meaning in ordinary moments. They've learned that every sunrise, every conversation, every quiet victory is worth celebrating. Because when you stop waiting for one big day to feel alive, life itself starts to feel like the celebration. So whether you're the type to throw a massive birthday bash or someone who quietly lets the day pass, both say something powerful about you. For some, it's a reflection of old pain, moments when they didn't feel seen or celebrated. For others, it's about priorities, life moving fast, responsibilities taking the front seat. And for many, it's about growth, a kind of emotional maturity that says, I don't need the world to cheer for me. I'm already enough. The real question is, which one are you? Do you still crave the celebration? Or have you already found it within yourself? Because in the end, birthdays don't define your worth, your mindset does. And once you start seeing every day as a reason to celebrate, you stop waiting for permission to feel alive. If this changed how you see birthdays, you'll love what's coming next. Follow for more real psychology, the kind that actually helps you understand yourself. And if you're ready to go deeper, join our community, where we share ideas, mindset shifts, and stories that make you grow. The link's below. See you on the inside.